We are going to start with the new topic, that is structure of bone. When we talk about the structure of bone, a very good picture it comes in front of us. What is that? Here this is the what I am drawing, that is the structure of long bone. That is the structure of long bone, and this type of picture it is seen in many books. So this is a one type of a long bone. So when we talk about the structure of bone, it comes in this type of picture. या ठिकाणी head region दिसतो आपल्याला. This is nothing but the head region, and this region it is the shaft region, what we call it as a shaft region. These are the common names. This head region it is known as epiphysis. This particular head region it is technically known as epiphysis, whereas this shaft region it is known as diaphysis. So these are the two important regions of the bone. What is that? Number one, this is the head region, this is the head region, it is known as epiphysis, whereas this shaft region it is known as diaphysis. When we talk about the epiphysis and diaphysis region, at this junction there is one cartilaginous plate, it is there. At this junction you will find one cartilaginous plate, and this is known as epiphyseal plate. Epiphyseal plate or growth plate. When we talk about the growth of our bones, generally the growth of long bones it is taking place at this point, it is known as epiphyseal plate or the growth plate. If we just have a look towards this particular shaft region, या shaft region मध्ये आतून पोकळी असते, it is a hollow structure. Inside there is a cavity. Here inside there is a cavity, and this cavity it is filled with yellow bone marrow. लॉंग बोनमध्ये ही जी कॅव्हिटी, याच्यामध्ये एक पोकळ भाग असतो ज्याला आपण कॅव्हिटी म्हणतो. त्या कॅव्हिटीमध्ये एक पिवळा पदार्थ भरलेला असतो. पिवळा पदार्थ म्हणजे दुसरं तिसरं काही नसून इट इज अ टाईप ऑफ फॅट. It is a fat, it is known as yellow bone marrow, and it provides energy to the cells of the bone. It provides a sort of energy to the cell of the bones. Second part, when we talk about this region, epiphyseal region, at this region the structure of bone is somewhat not very compact. It is having some cavity like structure, it is there. Inside you will not find the compact type of bone. Here if you open you will find this type of picture, and this area, epiphyseal area, it is filled with red bone marrow. And what is the function of red bone marrow? It is hematopoietic in function. What is hematopoietic? Hematopoiesis. What is hematopoietic function? Hematopoietic म्हणजे काय? Formation of blood cells. Red blood cells they are formed at this region. White blood cells they are formed at this region. Hematopoiesis, formation of blood cells. Hem refers to red blood cells specifically. So red blood cells they are formed at this point, that is the red bone marrow area. And here the type of this particular bone, it is not a very compact bone. What is the type of bone here? It is a type of bone where you will find such cavities inside the bone. It is not a complete hard part. Inside the cavities, that is known as spongy bone, or it is also known as cancellous bone, cancellous bone, or it is also known as trabecular bone. What is that? Trabecular bone. These are the three names given to the spongy bone. This is a type of spongy bone. And here at the shaft region, you will find completely compact, hard structure. That is, what is the type of bone at this point? Type of bone. Here it is the compact bone. It is the compact bone. So these are the two type of bones. One is the spongy bone at this point, and at the shaft region, this region, it is completely tight, filled with cells and all the minerals. That is the compact bone. So when we are talking about the structure of bone, morphological aspect, these are some of the important morphological aspects. Apart from this, you will find at the head region, at both the region, generally long bones that are present in the joints, गुडघ्याच्या जॉइंट्स मध्ये किंवा एल्बो जॉइंट्स मध्ये हे असतात आणि हे जॉइंट फॉर्म करत असल्यामुळे हे दोन्ही जे लॉंग बोन आहेत यांचे जे एंड आहेत यांचे जे हेड आहेत दे आर कवर्ड विथ द हेल्प ऑफ व्हॉट इज दॅट विथ द हेल्प ऑफ cartilage. This is the covering at the head region I am talking about. This is a type of cartilage. It is present at the joints. It is known as articular cartilage. Articulation, that is nothing but it refers to joints. It refers to joints. पण हे जे कार्टिलेज आहे हे कुठल्या प्रकारचं कार्टिलेज असतं? जनरली इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ हायलाइन कार्टिलेज. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ हायलाइन कार्टिलेज. Such type of cartilage, it is present at both the ends. Here also this type of cartilage it is present. This is nothing but the cartilage at the head region of the long bones. So this is the structure of long bone. How the bone, they are supplied with the blood and nerves. Blood vessels and nerves, where they are found? They are found inside this particular bone region. When you talk about the bone region, I told you there is a cavity here. Am I right? So this is the outermost part of the bone. It is hardest. It is known as periosteum. Outermost hard fibrous structure. Outermost hard fiber structure. It is made up of osine, some collagen fibers, and the deposition of salts or minerals. That is a compact bone. So outermost part is the periosteum, and the innermost part, it is known as endosteum. Endosteum हा मधला जो भाग आहे, this is one wall, what you can say. If you take transverse section, outermost is the periosteum and inner wall it is nothing but the endosteum. Endosteum, it is filled with endosteum. Immediate to the endosteum is the yellow bone marrow. So outermost is the periosteum. I am repeating, what is this? This is periosteum. What is the importance of periosteum? It is the outermost covering or layer of bone made up of collagen fibers and the minerals. What is the importance of periosteum? Through this layer you will find there is a supply of blood vessels and nerves to the bone. I will show how at this particular part how the blood supply it is there, that we will see. I will draw a little bit this part broader I will draw, and then we will discuss. So here what I have done, I have just enlarged this shaft area टू गेट सम फाईन डिटेल्स. हा जो भाग आहे थोडा मी जरा मोठा केला, डायग्राम मोठा काढलेला आहे. याच्यामध्ये पूर्वीसारखंच हा मधला जो कॅव्हिटीचा रिजन आहे तो आहे येलो बोन मॅरो, आतमधला एंडोऑस्टियम, बाहेरचा जो भाग आहे तो पेरिऑस्टियम आहे. आणि हा जो भाग आहे बोनचा, दिस एरिया इट इज नथिंग बट द कॉम्पॅक्ट बोन. इट इज अ कॉम्पॅक्ट बोन अँड थ्रू दिस पेरिऑस्टियम जो हा जो भाग आहे याला आपण पेरिऑस्टियम म्हणतो. याच्यामधून या शाफ्ट रिजनमधून यू विल फाइंड देर इज these type of structures you will find. What are these type of structures? These are the canals present in the bone. In the bony structures you will find such type of grooves. I will use the term grooves. या शाफ्ट रिजनमध्ये जो बोन आहे, कॉम्पॅक्ट बोन आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये अशा प्रकारचे ग्रूव्स तुम्हाला सापडतील. These are the canals through which blood vessels they are running, nerves they are running. Blood vessels includes the arteries as well as veins. They are running through these canals and they are supplying blood to the bone. If you just have a look, these canals they are known as Haversian canals. Haversian canals, these are the canals which are present in the shaft of the compact bone in the periosteum, beneath the periosteum बाहेरच्या बाजूला आहे, त्याच्या आतल्या बाजूनी you will find some canals they are present in the compact bone. आणि या कॅनल्स मधून काय रन होतं? आर्टरीज, ब्लड वेसल्स इंक्लुडिंग आर्टरीज, वेन्स, नर्व्स याच्यामधून पास करतात. तर या कॅनल्सला काय नाव दिलेलं आहे? इट इज नोन ॲज हॅवर्शियन कॅनल्स. अँड फॉर एक्झाम्पल दिस इज वन हॅवर्शियन कॅनल रनिंग, दिस इज अनदर हॅवर्शियन कॅनल रनिंग. दे आर कनेक्टेड टुगेदर. हाऊ दे आर कनेक्टेड? दे आर कनेक्टेड इन दिस फॅशन, इन दी ऑब्लिक फॅशन दे आर कनेक्टेड. या ठिकाणी हे दोन कॅनल्स जे आहेत हे ऑब्लिकली दे आर कनेक्टेड and this oblique connection it is known as Oxman's canal. Oxman's canal. This oblique connection which is connecting two Haversian canals, it is known as Oxman canal. So this is a Haversian canal through which the blood vessels they run, and these blood vessels they provide the nutrients to the bone structure. I am talking about this area. So this is the structure of bone. I hope that you might have understood this entire thing. In this picture here, if you just have a look, if you take the cross section of this area, how it will appear? It will appear like this. This is the cross section. If I take, it will appear like this. Inside this is the cavity. This is the cavity here. It is filled with yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow. And this is the area, shaft region we are talking about. This is a compact bone. Here you will find these are the structures. What are these structures? Actually these canals, these are the canals. If you just go through the lengthwise, if I extend this, these canals may extend like this, these canals may extend like this. So this is the extension of canal. This canal may extend like this. So these are the canals. What are these? These are the Haversian canals. Haversian canals. This is the shaft of the bone, shaft region and the compact bone. This is a type of compact bone, and yellow bone marrow is present at the center. At the center, yellow bone marrow it is present, and these things they indicate the Haverian canals. I am talking about the cross section. If you take at this point, in this diagram, you can just have a look here. This is a complete diagram of the long bone. In the graphical way, this is the graphical presentation of the diagram of the long bone, and if you just have a look, the uppermost part, head region, is known as epiphysis. Head region, epiphysis. In between these two, the shaft region, it is there, it is known as diaphysis. In shaft region, there is a cavity which is filled with the yellow bone marrow, and in the head region, the epiphyseal region, it is made up of the spongy type of bone. It is also known as cancellous bone, or it is also known as trabecular bone, and you will find the trabeculae, they are seen here. If you just highlight this area, the head region, spongy bone area, the trabecula and the cavities, they are appearing. That's why it is known as trabecular bone also. I am talking about the head region. Head region, it is filled with the bone marrow, and bone marrow, it acts as a hematopoietic source of the blood cells. RBCs, they are formed, the WBCs, they are formed at this particular point. Hemopoiesis, formation of the blood cells, that is taking place in the red bone marrow. I am talking about the long bones. Generally, red bone marrow, it is also present in long bones as well as in the flat bones of the ribs or the hip region. In all flat bones, you will find the red bone marrow. And red bone marrow, it is considered to be a important source of mesenchymal stem cells. Very important term, mesenchymal stem cells. These are the type of cell which we can convert these particular cells into many types of cell. It means if you take the bone marrow cell, it is a mesenchymal stem cell, it can be converted into bone, it can be converted into skin, it can be converted into cartilage, it can be converted into variety of type of cells. That is what is the beauty of stem cells, what we call. त्याला आपण जसं ट्रिगर करू, जसं एन्व्हायरमेंट देऊ, त्या पद्धतीच्या त्या टाईपच्या सेलमध्ये तो ग्रो होतो. इट कॅन ऑल्सो बी कन्वर्टेड इंटू हेअर्स, इट कॅन बी ऑल्सो कन्वर्टेड इंटू the skin. Nowadays in the hospitals, burn cases जर असतील, डॉक्टर लोक मांडीचा जो स्किनचा भाग आहे तो काढून पहिले त्या बर्न झालेल्या एरियावरती लावायचे ॲज अ कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी म्हणून. पण nowadays they are growing the mesenchymal stem cells in the laboratory, and they are preparing the skin from that, and that skin is being utilized for the grafting purpose in case of burns cases. बर्नच्या जे केसेस असतात त्याच्यामध्ये मेसेनकॅमल स्टेम सेलपासून तयार केलेला स्किन ग्राफ्ट आज अवेलेबल आहेत भारतामध्ये सुद्धा. So this is the long bone, and epiphyseal plate, you can see this is the plate where the growth of the bone it takes place. आपण म्हणतो माणसांची उंची ज्यावेळेस वाढते, लॉंग बोन्स पायाचे आणि हाताचे आपले लांब होत असतात, ते वाढत असतात, तर नेमकं कुठं वाढतात? ॲट द इपिफायसियल प्लेट रिजन, त्या ठिकाणी लॉंग बोनची ग्रोथ होत असते, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला आपण ग्रोथ प्लेट पण म्हणतो. सो दीज आर दी डिटेल्स अबाउट दी स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ बोन. Here we are discussing about the structure of bone. In that, morphological aspects we have seen, and now we are going to discuss about the actual structure of bone at the cellular level. What are the things that are present in the bone? बोनच्या मध्ये किंवा बोन नेमका कशाने बनलेला असतो? So the bone structure, it is made up of mainly number one, that is the cells. What kind of cells? Number one, you will find osteoblast. Osteoblast type of cell. What is this osteoblast cell? These are the not that mature true bone cells. These are the cells which secretes the matrix substance. Bone मध्ये hardest substance, it is made up of matrix, and this matrix substance, it is secreted by the osteoblast. Osteoblast, once it secretes the hardest matrix substance, once it is surrounded by the matrix substance, this particular cell it gets converted into, or this cell it becomes mature and get converted into osteocyte, what we call it as a true bone cell or true mature bone cell, that is nothing but the osteocyte. How it is formed? Osteocyte, it is nothing but the mature osteoblast after secreting the matrix substance. After osteoblast secretes the matrix substance, it gets surrounded by the matrix, hardest matrix substance, it gets converted or it gets matured to form osteocyte. What is the function of osteocyte? To maintain the bony matrix. Hardest bony matrix maintenance is the main function of the osteocyte, to maintain the bony matrix, that is the main function. And the function of osteoblast is secretion of matrix substance. Number third type of cell, that is osteoclast. What is this osteoclast? These are nothing but the phagocytic cells in the bone. This is the phagocytic cell of bone. What is this osteoclast? Osteoclast is one type of cell which functions as a phagocytic cell. म्हणजे काय, ऑस्टिओसाइट्स जुने झाल्यानंतर त्यांना काढून टाकण्याचं काम किंवा त्यांना खाऊन टाकण्याचं काम ऑस्टिओक्लास्ट प्रकारची सेल करत असतात. दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द इम्यून सिस्टम ऑफ आवर बॉडी. टू गेट रीड ऑफ द डेड ऑस्टिओसाइट्स or old osteocytes, osteoclasts, they will eat these cells, they will engulf these cells, they will act as a phagocytic cells of the bone. I am repeating, phagocytic cells of the bone, that is nothing but the osteoclast. So there are three types of cells that are present. Number one, osteoblast, which secretes hardest matrix substance. Second, osteocytes, mature bone cells, and these maintain the hardest matrix substance in the bone. Number three, osteoclast, these are phagocytic cells. जुने झालेले ऑस्टिओसाइट्स ते काय करतात, एनगल्फ करून टाकतात. सो दीज आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स present in the structure of bone. Apart from this, there is a matrix, that is a very important substance present in the structure of bone. What is this matrix? Matrix कौन secrete करता? Matrix, it is secreted by the osteoblast. In between two cells, the area it is filled with the matrix. Already we have discussed in the connective tissue. This matrix, in case of bone, it is a very hardest substance. You might have seen any bone. बोनची जी कणखरता आहे, हार्डेस्टपणा आहे, तो कशामुळे असतो? या मॅट्रिक्समुळे असतो. आणि हे मॅट्रिक्स कशापासून बनलेला आहे? हे मॅट्रिक्स बनले हार्डेस्ट सबस्टन्स ऑफ द बोन. अँड दिस मॅट्रिक्स इट इज मेड अप ऑफ अ प्रोटीनेशियस पार्ट ऑफ द मॅट्रिक्स that is known as osine. What is this osine? It is also known as ostine. This is a proteinaceous part plus salts. This is nothing but the matrix. When we talk about the osine or ostine, it is a proteinaceous part of the matrix. And from this term ostine, one more term it has come up, that is known as osteology. What is this osteology? It is a branch of science which deals with the study of bones, that is osteology. The very first year of medical you will get this type of terminology. Osteology, it is the branch of science which deals with the study of bones. It has come from ostine or the osine. What is that osine or ostine? It is the hardest part of the bone. That is nothing but the matrix. Matrix, hardest part of the bone, it is made up of osine plus deposition of salt. Part is the salts, and in these salts it is mainly the calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate. These are the two important minerals which are deposited along with the oscine to form the matrix substance, the hardest matrix substance. We will see them in much details about this matrix. Here we are discussing about the bone structure. It comprises mainly of, number one is the cells. In that we are discussing about three types of cells: osteoblast, osteocytes and osteoclast. Along with that, you will find in between the cells it is filled with the matrix, the hardest substance in the bone. That is a matrix. It is made up of oscine or ostine. It is a proteinaceous part. This is a protein part of the matrix. What is that? Oscine. And this oscine, it is made up of 95% collagen. It is made up of 95% collagen fibers. Yesterday in the examination, NEET 2020 examination, there was one question: what is the abundant protein in body? Protein in the body of animals. What is the abundant protein? The answer was collagen. In the bones, 99% bone matrix, it is made up of 95% bone matrix, it is made up of collagen. Skin, collagen, between the tissues, between the cells, everywhere you will find the collagen protein or collagen fibers, and that is the answer for the question in NEET 2020. What is the abundant protein found in case of animals? Collagen is the abundant protein found in the animals, because here I am giving reference with the bone. In the bone, the matrix, it is made up of oscine or ostine, that is a proteinaceous part which is made up of 95% of collagen protein or collagen fibers, plus deposition of calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate. This calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate combines together to form calcium hydroxyapatite, and this is in the form of hard crystals. I am repeating, calcium hydroxyapatite. This is formed due to combination of calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate. These two combine to give a crystalline form of calcium hydroxyapatite. What is the formula of calcium hydroxyapatite? I will write here Ca, that is 10, PO4 6, OH, that is 2. So this is the formula of calcium hydroxyapatite. So crystals of calcium hydroxyapatite plus oscine, it forms the hardest bony matrix, and that is the main thing responsible for hardness or strongness of the bone. What is that? That is nothing but the bony matrix. I hope that you got the composition of bone structure. When we talk about the bone, it is made up of cell and matrix. Cell, three types of cell. Osteoblast, number one, it secretes the matrix. Osteocytes, mature bone cells, maintains the hard matrix substance, bony matrix substance. Third type, osteoclast. These are the phagocytic type of cells of the bone which engulfs or eats the old osteocytes. These are three types of cell in the bone structure, plus the matrix part, which is very important. It is made up of protein and salts. Proteinaceous part is nothing but oscine, which is again made up of 95% of collagen fibers, plus salts, calcium phosphate in abundant and calcium carbonate, together they combine to form crystals of calcium hydroxyapatite. They are deposited on these collagen fibers to form the oscine, and that is the hardest matrix substance in the bone, and it is present in the compact bone. When we talk about the spongy bone and the compact bone, Compact bone, it is found in the shaft region of the long bones, whereas the head region you will find the spongy bone. Compact bones, they are supplied with the blood vessels and nerves, whereas spongy bones, they are not supplied with the blood vessels. They have to depend upon the bone marrow present in that or the adjoining tissue for their nutrition or for their oxygen supply. So, this is the main difference between the spongy bone and the compact bone. Where do we find the spongy bone? Where do we, what is the exact location of the compact bone? In this diagram you can have spongy bone and the compact bone. This is the area where you will find the spongy bone, and this is the area where you will find where you are getting the compact bone. So, this is about the structure of bone. Regarding the detailed cellular structure that we will discuss tomorrow.